Fletch 40 here. So I wanted to talk about a small-time, currently a small-time indie musician that I've known for quite a while now. In fact, he's actually one of my friends. He's called TimoC Chen, but goes by the stage name of TimoC, and has released a number of singles and short plays, extended plays, starting from 2020, coming up right until now. And I wanted to talk about his latest EP, extended play, called Introducing the Toxic Man. So as I said, this isn't his first EP. He also did another EP back in 2021 called 1+1 = Me, where he released tracks like Critical, what else, and XOX. So his first single was I Want You, and then there was XOX, Critical, and then there was the Toxic Man, which came out in 2022, and they are all on Spotify. He doesn't release CDs, or I'm not sure whether they're on Apple Music as well, but I do listen to his work on Spotify. So anyway, I wanted to kind of just give my opinion of what I think of his newest EP, so let's go. I did find Introducing the Toxic Man to be a very solid EP from TimoC. It definitely has a couple of strong songs on it. There is one song on the album that I think is probably weaker than the rest, but there are two songs that do jump out as me as being quite good, and that is the first track, Toxic Man, and the final track, Fight Me. So anyway, this album also has an intro and outro, and I did really like the intro. The intro was really cool. The outro was fine, but I found the outro just to be a bit too short. It's only like about, say, 5 seconds long, and there's like another 5-second tail where it like fades out. Maybe next time it would have been maybe a bit better if maybe the outro was a bit longer, maybe 20-30 seconds. But that's really the only bad thing I have to say about the album. Apart from the song Possible is kind of didn't jump out as me as much as all the other ones. It was kind of the weakest track. I'm not saying that it's bad, but I just felt like it didn't have some of the energy that the other three have. So anyway, Toxic Man is a really good opening track. I like the sound of it. I like the artificial, kind of like the Toxic Acid Factory vibe of it. Like, it feels like the intro hook kind of has like this little acidic bite to it. I like how electronic it sounds. I don't really know how Tim found that sound. I'm not entirely sure what program he uses. He doesn't use GarageBand anymore, but I think he uses a more advanced music creation software that I probably know nothing about. But anyway, I like this song. It is quite a banger. It has a nice, memorable hook, melody, rhythm, tempo, and it's basically just a song about people who are toxic, basically, and how he claims to be the toxic man. And overall, you're not really supposed to think too hard about the song, but it is an enjoyable listen, and it is catchy, and it's overall a good opening track. And so yeah, Possible, again, the weaker track. It starts out as kind of like a song to like the bullies or whoever might have bullied him in like the past. So it does kind of feel a bit like a revenge song, but I kind of sort of forget what the song's about. I've only listened to the album about 3 or 4 times, but I still can't seem to remember the overarching message of the song. Overall, not bad, but it's kind of the more forgettable track out of all of them. But anyway, if it's followed by Ready or Not, which is definitely better, it still doesn't sit with the top 2, Toxic Man and Fight Me, but it kind of sits in the middle. There is some real emotion in this track. I like the piano work. It does sound really good. The melody is nice. Overall, it's a good track, just not at the same level as the top 2. And then reaching the final track of the album, which I think is actually probably the best one of them all, Fight Me. This is a really good song. I actually really enjoyed this one. It kind of had like the same tempo, melody, and beat as Toxic Man. It almost kind of felt like sort of like a reprise of Toxic Man, but it's still different entirely in like its presentation. It has a more sassy swagger energy to it than what Toxic Man has. I do like the solo rap section towards the end, which was actually quite good. So props to Tim on that. Overall, the best song on the album, the catchiest, the most memorable, and overall just the best. And as I said before, the outro could have probably been a bit better, but overall, this is a very solid EP. I would give it a 7 out of 10, just because Possible was not as good as the rest of them. But overall, really solid album. And I like how this album felt original. As I said, I haven't listened to it that much, but it does have its own like original identity, and some of the lyrics are pretty thoughtful, and it's so much better than a lot of the other stuff that plays on the radio nowadays, like the song Made You Look by Meghan Trainor, which I think is just awful, and I just despise that song. I really don't like it. Then you have I'm Good, which is a completely thoughtless remix of the late 90s classic electronic dance song I'm Blue, which is infinitely better than I'm Good. I'm Good is just so flat, lazy, empty, completely empty song that makes me feel nothing, the lyrics have absolutely no thought behind them. It's almost like they were written in like 5 minutes, while these songs actually have thought and passion and talent poured into them. So, and as I said, not everything about TimoC lands completely. There are some songs that are better than others, but the good songs are very good and very catchy, and I'll be definitely listening to his discography, which you can listen to on Spotify. Overall, good album, really good album, good EP. Time will tell whether Tim will make a full LP album. I always get a little bit confused of what the difference between short plays, extended plays, and long plays are. Extended play and long play kind of sounds like the same thing, but EP to me kind of sounds like medium plays. So like SP short plays, like probably like 2 or 3 songs, and extended plays maybe 4 to 8, possibly 9 songs at tops. And to me, a full LP album is 10 songs or more. But overall, good album. I hope TimoC has a lot more stuff up his sleeve to give us in the future. I can definitely see his audience expanding soon. He's great for a small-time musician, does all the stuff himself on a reasonably low budget. Overall, I recommend that you should give TimoC a listen and just give him a bit more support. And overall, that's really, we'll have to think about his new album or EP at this stage. So anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for supporting my channel as always. Hopefully you'll give TimoC a listen, and as always, take care. Thank you.
I'm a warrior, I'm the toxic man, I'ma strut through the door like I am the dancing queen, with my one and only king. I'ma hit you up, I'ma stitch you up, I don't care about the haters, why don't you let me be? I guess I'll see you later. So baby, take a bow, prepare to fight me now, Your words don't mean a thing, why don't you fight me now? This is my own show, this will bout to blow. Everybody stop, flow, put your